How's it going, everybody? My name, as you know, is Blackstar, and just before the video begins, I thought I'd drop a little update about where my content has been going. So, I made a community post several months ago about how I was taking a break from content due to grief, and that's why there hasn't been anything up on the channel. And that still remains true, but a lot of the issues that I had been dealing with had been from both within and without, because I had been dealing with a lot of problems personally that have nothing to do with the grief that I've been dealing with. It just didn't feel fair to keep uploading when I wasn't at my best. And while I still don't feel at 100%, I feel well enough to keep going. So, please expect more uploads once again. And please stick around for the end of the video because there is a very special surprise at the end. So, until next time, enjoy the video. I'm out. Peace. How's it going, everybody? My name, as you know, is Blackstar, and welcome to Slay the Princess. I have been wanting to play this game has been on my radar for a while now, and now I finally have the chance to play it, and I thought, how better than to play it in front of all of you? I do have the knowledge of this game, so unfortunately for everybody, I'm not going in blind. But it is still an experience that I would like to share with all of you. So, without further ado, let's get to it.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Well, that's certainly a mission statement. Okay. The end of the world, what are you talking about? Have you considered maybe the only reason she's going down the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess does seem kind of bad, though, doesn't it? I mean, yeah.
Does it? Are you a monarchist?
Don't.
Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Well, you've made your position known, Mr. Narrator. Do I get some kind of reward for this?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Damn. Can you tell me what my prize is gonna be for doing a good job? Jeez.
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it.
Perfect.
It's a special reward, just for you. But whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Well, you're making some heavy promises, brother, but let's keep scrolling and see what's what. Okay, thanks for telling me what to do.
It's all part of the job.
I mean, you are the narrator, so let's move.
A short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Gotcha.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Hello, voice of the hero, and now we have more voices in our head.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
No time for quarreling.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement.
We want to take our pristine blade. Yeah, Let's rock with
Took
it.
the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Better take the weapon.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
That's terrifying.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. Good.
Just carry on.
Listening to reason.
I don't know about speaking to this one.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Brother, get a hold.
Task at hand.
Get a hold of yourself.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Carry.
Step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Yeah, but she's got a point.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Well, I'm already in this deep. Are you sure she's not armed?
I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
Excellent point, voice in my head.
Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
I don't like that tone of voice. Rock!
Charged the princess, blade in hand, but unfortunately your earlier suspicions proved correct. A blade of her own slips down her sleeve and catches you in the neck.
She did not have him!
Sprays from the cut, your severed carotid artery painting the princess with strokes of red. You'd better finish your task quickly before you run out of time. With the last bit of your will, you press forward, sinking the blade deep into the princess's heart.
The artwork is also immaculate.
The two of you collapse on the floor together, rapidly bleeding out.
Somehow, I thought this would turn out a little differently. But I wonder, do you really think that this was enough to stop me?
Well, that's harrowing.
It's like she's convinced she can't die. But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Well, I died doing my job. The razor. Oh dear.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu.
A terrible sense of deja vu? No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
This whole thing's a
Maybe
crock
so.
of shit.
Oh,
She
ha.
tried to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
Oh, hi.
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. When we asked you if you were sure she didn't have a weapon on her, you said you were positive she didn't. But it turns out she did, because when we charged her, she started stabbing us to death.
Calm
I mean, that's true.
I assure you she has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
This is more than just deja vu. I'm pretty sure this whole thing literally just happened.
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. Like I said, we've just met for the first time, you and I.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth, all this really did happen. Why should I bother listening to you? No, let's just carry on.
A warning before you go any further.
Yes, Mr. Narrator.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
He couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
Yes, you are.
We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Considering your voices in my head. I'm not even sure how to
The
commentate this.
interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
I'm not even sure how to commentate this. The story's compelling and I don't want to cut in.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
Can you two stop arguing? It's stressful enough in here without all of this extra noise.
You are the extra noise voice of the cheated. I'm approaching.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Well then.
But it was there a second ago.
Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
You know what? I'm with the voice of the cheated. Just take the blade.
Blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
The voice of the cheated really wants smoke, doesn't he? Well, let's get him that smoke.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
That's right, scraping. I told you she has something, I told you.
Okay, you're
That
right.
sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I wish he could get out of my head, narrator, but I'm stuck with him.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
I do not like how simplistic this looks. This emoji-ass smile on her face.
I wonder if she remembers us.
She looks like an emoji.
Finally, somebody. Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
I hate that tone. I hate that tone so much. Do you remember what happened last time?
If somebody came into my house and tried to kill me and I cut his neck open and then he stabbed me in the heart and we both died looking in each other's eyes, well, surely I would remember that.
You mean like you just did?
But I don't remember it, so it must not have happened.
Last time?
What are you talking about?
Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth.
I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that loop back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right?
Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
I wanna call it dimension hop or time travel. But that's exactly what happened!
Did I just lie? Would I just lie to your face and tell you a thing I remembered happening didn't happen just so I could stab you again?
Yes!
I mean, just so I could stab you for the first time.
You let it slip.
She slipped up there. She said again, and her taking it back doesn't count.
Do you hear how deranged you sound right now? Please stop dawdling. This is only going to end with violence.
Postponing the inevitable is only going to make it worse for you when it actually happens.
Screw it.
The princess falls silent, her smile unwavering as you charge across the room.
Okay, she hasn't pulled out a knife yet, and her hands are still behind her back. I think we can do this. I think we can win. We just have to strike now, but make sure you keep your eyes on those hands. I don't trust her for a second.
Eyes on hands. Got it.
But your focus is broken by the horrible sound of metal slicing through meat.
Whose meat? Not ours, right?
That's what they say before it's revealed that it's ours.
Hers at first, then yours.
Oh.
Hehe.
He.
How? What did she even hit us with?
You stare down at your chest and at the long, thin blade she impaled you with. And then the red, angry slit along the flesh of her thigh.
Ah.
Had been nestled just a moment ago. It's still lodged in her leg, emerging from her knee, hinging up and out of her body like some extra metallic limb.
That's disturbing.
Bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
Calling it.
You're going to die now.
With a twist of her knee and a painful squelch, she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Well. The arms race. Ooh.
You're on a path in the woods.
No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
You're what? I feel dizzy.
And he took it. And I skipped.
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running
What?
isn't an option anymore. We have to fight.
Oh, great. There's another one.
It's better that
And another one.
without a fight, no one can win. And if no one can win, then nothing has any meaning. Great. So obviously you've already been here. How many times?
This is our third?
No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realize that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right?
That can't be right. That's too much responsibility.
Nah, impossibly high stakes make the fight so much better. Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table, a pristine blade perched.
We take it. Okay, sure.
You took-
Take it
okay.
before letting me finish telling you it's there. It'd be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
And he sped through it.
He's right. We just have to keep our senses sharp.
That's right. We've got to be able to win eventually.
We will win eventually. Hell, we might even win now.
Alright, Stubborn, you're speaking to me on a spiritual level.
That's a fighting spirit I like to see. You could all learn a thing or two from this one. I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there?
You walk through the door.
You do know what doors are, right? There isn't a door, it's just that mirror again.
There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? I can feel the air
Oh,
coming
well.
up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
If it's in our way, let's just break it and move on.
You
make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it. Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Me too.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising. It was never there. Just an illusion.
Let's just get to the princess already. I didn't care about the mirror before, and I care about it even less now.
Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine. You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs.
Ow.
They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
She's got another thing coming if she thinks we're going down easy again.
Alright, voice of the stubborn, I'm with you.
The only thing that matters is survival. Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once. Nothing bad has come of it yet. Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered. The past isn't real. There's only here and now.
Well, that's existential dread if I've ever heard it.
Your internal bickering
That's
is caused by the wet sound
okay.
of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor. She's loose, and she is coming for you.
I'd never want to hear that again.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
We're going to fight her again. And we're going to have a stiff upper lip about it.
Yes, yes.
I like that.
This is the best idea anyone has ever had.
My boy stubborn.
Yeah, sure. Why the hell not? Let's see if we can turn off the part of us that feels things. Pain is good. It's how we stay alive. Nah, I'm sick of pain. Yeah, this whole thing would be a lot more tolerable if it didn't hurt so much.
Do your worst.
Sure thing.
Bet you can't hurt
Good
me.
challenge. I bet I can hurt you so much.
Bet then.
Princess closes the distance and we dodge. And you dodge.
We dodge.
And we fight back.
Alright, boys.
And you fight back.
Fuck then.
Fast. But let's see how fast you really are.
You and the princess enter a quick and vicious exchange, each of you wounding the other, but neither landing a fatal blow.
Yes, yes, this is exactly it.
But the dance couldn't last forever. All it takes is a single clumsy moment. She skewers you.
Okay.
Gotcha.
And? Does it hurt? No. Oh, a new one of us.
Hey.
It only happens when we die. Did we die? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
Don't like that we died without us knowing it.
Oh, hey, there's a new one.
Really, really blurs some lines that I prefer not to be blurred. Are we still dead? Are we alive again? How are we even supposed to know the difference?
If we didn't realize we were dead, then we made progress. Good job.
I don't like this guy.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here? This is 4. No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
So, how many of the voices in my head makes it so I survive?
This is chattering about in here. It'll just confuse us. All we need is to keep fighting.
Yeah, I'll pass on that.
As long as we keep moving. Why not? It's not like dying again and again is doing us any harm. Let's see how far this little lion hole goes, shall we?
The cold is creeping me out, man.
Come on, show me something new.
All of these ideas suck. And it doesn't work. She kills you again, and again, and again, and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires.
None of this is working. Think. Think.
She skewers you. Well,
Ugh.
there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. Then you skewer yourself.
That's not it.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought.
The contrarian.
What's the point? It's all the same.
Broken.
She skewers you.
Oh, don't give up on me just yet. You gotta keep going.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up.
Okay, let's go again.
Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman.
Oh, this guy.
She skewers you.
You're cute.
Capable, eh, Smitten?
See? We're getting better. Okay, yeah. That was a good one. Just panic. Flee.
Paranoid.
Skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
We're getting close to something. Can't you feel it? One last time. You're right. One last time. That's all we need. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason.
Opportunist, she's got blades for arms. And for teeth.
She skewers you.
And that answers that.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
You truly assured destruction.
You're on don't lose your head. We're in a cabin, and we'll take it from here.
Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand.
Oh, what if? Throw it out the window.
Contrarian.
Over my dead body.
That won't be very hard. You've died a lot. I can't say I mind anymore.
Of course you don't, Broken.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
Blades for arms.
Sure, I can think of a better way to die.
Even I could.
They're all the same, really.
I don't think so.
How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything.
True. Because they say dodge and we dodge, so we don't want to form things.
The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them.
Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time.
Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
Brother.
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only it's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along.
Speed it up.
Sure you don't want me to describe the stairs, or this room, or anything? Don't care, just want to win. Fine, you make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that.
So do all of the voices in my head.
I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
No!
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
And Bro Salmon.
See what she does. Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Jeez, narrator.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. Then it erupts. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Are you ready for what comes next?
How are you talking?
Holy shit!
Yeah!
She's gorgeous. Absolutely divine.
Bro's down bad! Somebody hit him!
Yes, behold the perfect woman.
You too stubborn!
Do you think we can throw her out the window?
I don't think we can throw her, contrarian.
That looked painful. How is she still alive?
I'd like to know how she's still talking.
Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up.
It's very real, Paranoid.
Doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
True.
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing. We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it. Alright,
Yeah, let's quiet the voices.
what just happened? It's so quiet.
You two.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You do not act. And yet, through your inaction, your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Your weapons clash again and again, you and her entering a rhythm of free thought and free of self. There is only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endlessly building crescendo, and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition, and her strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. I think that is a good place. You do not get to see each other die. Something has taken her away, and it's left something in her place. Now would be a good time to actually end the episode, so I hope you enjoy this, and I will see you all next time. Peace! Hi everybody, just before the video gives out, I would like to finally announce that I have a Patreon now, where for just one paid tier of $5 a month, you will have access to exclusive Patreon content, like videos that don't exactly fit into the area of what my channel is about, so things that I would like to branch into, and early uploads, so you never have to miss anything from me. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.